To kick things off with the weapon reviews, I'm gonna start with the dual Coda Torxica. This set of pistols is what I call a great addition to the game. It's just a really good weapon. Unique effect. On kill, it's gonna spread 3 spores, and the affected enemies will suffer cold status effect, will build up to 6 stacks before it starts decaying, and increases the target's damage received by 50%. So this is kinda nuts. This is really good. I mean, it's just not another set of pistols. This thing feels really good. Now with the stats, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Slash puncture, decent critical chance, good critical damage, decent status chance, and you have the valence bonus because it is a lich weapon. So I've gone with heat for mine for now, already maxed. This is the first build I made, nothing too fancy. It doesn't even have a Bane in here, and this thing can perform how to even say, I think it performs really well. It's launching the enemies up for some reason, but it feels really good. It's not a lot of effort to kill enemies, and once they're primed by the weapon effect, it just kind of goes. First build with Enervate. Look at why is that happening, dude? I don't know, but it's cool. So this weapon, I think it's just a great addition because we don't really... I don't feel like there's space in the game anymore for plain simple weapons. We're already over, 10 years of just having another rifle to be a cool thing. So having a weapon with an effect like this is amazing, feels really good and interesting to play. It adds something to your gameplay. You're not just shooting to kill, you're shooting and then you might be looking for the next target that has been affected, that is just suffering from the effect of the weapon. It has a cold proc, it's taking increased damage. This thing can also help you to survive because it's spreading cold, so enemies getting CC'd. And it can be even some kind of a primer, because even though you can't really mod towards the elements that the enemy is gonna take from the passive, which is he's gonna take cold, you can use secondary encumber and try to affect the target with more status effects, and that actually works. Just gonna get an enemy killed so we can see that happening. Cold, gas, that has corrosive. Get some more heat, impact. Let's kill that one. Impact, cold, viral. It's not like insane, but eventually you'll get an extra proc. And enemies are being launched into the air. I have no idea why. That one got gas, heat, viral, slash. Radiation, gas. You see that? I think that's pretty interesting. I'm still not sure which build to go. I can't tell you this is the best build, that is the best build, but what I do feel like it would be the best thing for this weapon would be to combine either viral heat or corrosive heat and still use a Bane, but we're probably not gonna have enough slots, because another thing that would be amazing would be some punch through. So we just don't have enough mod slots for that. So, if you really like the weapon, and you can get a Riven for it, you should probably get the viral on your Riven. Yeah, viral Viral fire rate, viral punch through, whatever you can get with viral. I think the encumber feels the most interesting to use, but you can definitely tell the how much less it performs when we go, you know, viral heat against the pure heat. I also have no idea if the CO is multiplicative on this thing, but yeah. Yeah, we killed one with the 92 bullets remaining. I don't really think that, you know, measuring per bullets, I don't know if it is the best thing, but yeah. You have to build the stacks to actually deal damage, and there isn't the, yeah, I don't have the punch through on this one, so there is that. Why is that happening? Oh my god, dude, what is going on today? Oh my god. It's Warframe. What are you gonna expect? Yeah. So it is... I'm not really sure if using like encumber justifies the arcane, because you're if you're thinking about the passive, you're getting only a few procs extra. But if the condition overload is multiplicative, then it might be worth. But yeah, I think it's the most interesting option, but not. It might not be the best, but it's the most interesting to me. Enervate works really well. You'll get, even though the weapon has a good critical chance, and by using a primid target, not primid. What's the name? Pistol Gambit, you'll get around the 70% critical chance. You'll land critical hits most of the time. Enervate will allow you to get into the orange crits, which feels nice. I've been trying, you know, setups with the least amount of build-up or requirements, and this is kind of what it feels better to me. You have to build less stacks, to have to do the least amount of stuff to get it working. So I kind of prefer it like this. I think it's performing better than the second build, but again, if we manage to get some viral in there, things might just be different. Let me get Grendel here and switch to the second build to see how it performs. Get one dude, that's a lot more than one. Now things could maybe be how I planned. You know, I talked about the Riven. Yeah, this is kind of what you could expect with a Riven. But still, I think it's missing some punch through. Punch through would make this amazing. Yeah, kind of like this, but with punch through. That would be the dream. Yeah, this thing would definitely obliterate the lines if we could, if it had the punch through. I don't even think I can afford that in the build. I mean, let me take taking galvanized shot off would, it's kind of hard. So let's see punch through, merciless gunfight. See how it performs now. Try to get one dude. I got two. Oh my god, the fire rate. Oh no. But the damage, dude. Yeah, the damage is there. See on this line. Yeah, it kills the line without a problem. And we still get some status effects out there. Yeah. I feel like this is really, really good. Really, really good. And we can think on lots of possibilities. Maybe you want to have, you know, those little extra effects on the target. Not only that, but it's you gain a 50% damage increase on the target. That I think that's huge. Combo that, combo with everything you can add to increase the damage, and you'll have something extremely deadly. Not only that, you're applying code, the CC. If you have problem landing headshots because the targets move a lot, this is gonna help you. You know, and not only that, but cold already increases the likelihood of enemy taking, increases the critical damage the target takes. So that is also really freaking good. I think this weapon is a great addition to the game. As for the builds, this is what I have for you today. If you don't have a Riven, I would stick with this because you can just use it for the, you know, every faction pretty much. If you could get a Riven and you get your Viral and Punch Through, which I think it's the best thing you can get, I would use this build probably. Let's think of a build with a Riven. This is the build, but then you take out Merciless Gunfight because you're gonna have Punch Through on your Riven, and then get some Magnetic with Magnetic Might. Yeah, Magnetic Might, Dynamic Agility, and a Bane. This, a Bane, and a Riven. This would be the perfect setup for me. This is what I would recommend, but without that, you're gonna have to stick with what's available. And I think this is just fine. Punch Through. Yeah, this is pretty good for me. Encumber feels like the most interesting because you're spreading more status effects. So far, Enervate, it feels good. Feels good. Yeah. Gonna be it, I think. Weapons like these are really the kinds of weapons they should add into the game. Weapons that actually have extra effects, that they feel fun, engaging, interesting, whatever you want to call it. These are the kinds of weapons that make a difference on your gameplay. You know, it's just not another simple rifle. It's just not another simple set of pistols. It's something actually that you're gonna be looking at what you're doing and trying to get the best out of it, because there is a way. You know, and the target, it's gonna help with survival. It's gonna help with CC, everything like that. I feel like these are the weapons they should add, and I think that's what I meant when I talked on the last video about the weapons they added into this patch. I think they're kind of following this. Not just simple weapons. I mean, some of the Coda ones are the updated Coda weapons, you know, like the Synapse. It's just same weapon with increased stats, but other than that, these weapons are really good, really interesting, fun to use. That's it. If you like, subscribe, and peace.